looking for a friend of mine. Kelly's good people. He can help you men find what or whoever you're looking for.
What ever brought you to Granbury anyway? You come in, no money, no horses. Y'all just a part of that James Younger gang? Come on, everybody's got their secrets.
Pale as a ghost. Funny that you say that. I feel like I've been one for quite some time. I want to confess in front of God and in front of someone I trust. My name is not St. Helens. My name is John Booth, the assassin of Abraham Lincoln.
All it takes is one little bullet. I didn't know you carried an arm.
Dallas is dangerous, and I'm just a lady.
Beneath the floorboards is truth. It's all the proof you need.
Everything that we leave here is like leaving gold in the grave. And I will go through the gates of hell before I let them take me down. Hey! You're getting too damn careless! Get your hands up! Whoa!
All right, thank you very much. Jenner,
All right.
what's going on, buddy? Jeff in Vegas.
That's a great background.
Oh, have you heard of the movie?
Yeah, I have. I'm in it every time you watch it.
Well, thanks for joining me today to talk about Legend of Hell's Gate. How are you doing?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm a Western fanatic, dude, and just my hat's off to you if I had one. You know, it's got everything you could want in a Western, you know, true historical fact, gunfights, Native Americans, horses. I mean, it's just very stylish.
Bowling in there?
Some bowling in there. So for our viewers, why don't you tell us the story behind the Legend of Hell's Gate and what inspired you? Did you see a news story or did you read it somewhere or?
Yeah, well, I grew up going to Possum Kingdom Lake where Hell's Gate exists. And I heard the story of how it got its name, which, you know, was a Western tale about some cowboys running from some Indians. And it was just something that I kind of dove right into because I was curious how it got its name anyway. And then I, you know, just started researching the area. And lo and behold, there was this amazing Texas history that we were able to incorporate into the legend and kind of give it a fiction and based on a true story.
And you know, as writer and director of the film, is the Western genre the most difficult to produce? I mean, just think of the costumes, the horses and everything.
It's up there with the hardest, if it's not the hardest, absolutely. And also everybody that was involved in this film in the art department was so just really, really talented and so consistent with the stuff that they grabbed for, you know, to create the world and stuff. They really cared that it made sense for the time period. So,
And given how times have changed over the years, would you have handled your Native American characters differently? Or is there something about, you know, the new woke culture right now, or pretty much how's your feelings towards that? Have they evolved?
You know, at the end of the day, I thought Michael and Eddie Spears brought such an authenticity to those characters. They were actually playing Comanche Indians, and a tremendous amount of research was done on that. And those guys, you know, they're no stranger to the acting game. They're both incredible. Obviously Native American, and you know, just what they were able to bring to that film. You know, I just was at their feet. It's just incredible performances by both of them and very authentic. They made sure of that.
Yeah, I thought it was very respectful and very authentic. Yeah, but well to put it. Because lately, they just ended on Turner Classic Movies that they had revisiting movie classics, through modern eyes. And I tell you, watching The Searchers, now I watch it, and especially having a Navajo roommate, it's like it's just kind of like, oh, but you got to understand when it was made and the context of everything. So
that's something that people need to do. They need to understand when it was made. It was different times, and it's not something we would recreate today. But at the end of the day, The Searchers is an incredible story, and I'm not going to say that there maybe should have been more Native Americans in the film or whatnot. It just I wasn't there during that time, so I try to just appreciate the art form for what it was when it was.
Exactly. Just don't ban it. Yeah, have a discussion. Have a discussion, but don't ban it.
Responsible for anything. It doesn't change anything, and we're fine.
So, what's the challenge in directing yourself?
Good question. Well, you really have to do your homework, and I think we really rely on the collaboration of the other actors and everything, just to make sure that it's all making sense. But it's a tremendous amount of homework to go in there and know what you're doing, so you can free yourself up to be that character in the scene when you need to be. You really have a lot of trust in your director of photography and your just entire team, your producers, and everybody that's out there. So luckily we had a great pre-production setting that made me feel comfortable enough to get in there and play that role.
Now, I went to film school, aspiring to be a director and a filmmaker. What kind of director are you? Because I can't stand the technical aspect of filmmaking. I don't want to know f-stops. I don't know lighting. I just want to work with the actors and depend on my DP to be like, this is what I want for the style of the film. So what kind of director were you? Were you more of an actor's director or both? Or
I had a great relationship with Nathaniel Vorse, our DP, but I'm kind of like you when it comes to lighting and stuff like that. I have an idea what I want, but that is not my forte. Definitely spent a lot of time with the actors, and again, we had a shot list, and he's such a brilliant vision behind the camera and his way of capturing it. We obviously had tremendous amount of conversation, but you got to let him do his thing. He's a talent for sure.
And speaking of the cast, what a dream cast who was in the cast that you landed, you were surprised that you went after and got?
I was so thrilled to work with Summer Glau and Henry Thomas. Obviously, at one point in time, he was probably the most famous person on the planet.
Yes.
So very, very cool. And what's really cool about this film is so many Texans are in this movie. Glenn Morshower, Jenna Dewan, just the list goes on and on. Kevin Alejandro, so many people from Texas got to walk in, some the footsteps of history. So that was pretty cool.
Well, thanks so much for talking to me, Tanner, about Legend of Hell's Gate and being a Texan and a Texas story. I can't think of a more proud moment for you.
Yeah, pretty great. Well, you got to check out the 10-year anniversary director's cut coming out pretty soon. It's in the surgery room as we speak. So pretty excited for that, but enjoy.
And when you're done, come visit us in Las Vegas, man. We'd love to have you.
Love that. All right.
All right, buddy. Take care. Thanks for talking to me.
Cheers, man. Thank you.